Settle your spirit, my child, and listen closely. The exact time I set apart for this has finally arrived. It must unfold now. Perhaps you wondered about the quiet, felt your calls were not heard, and questioned why the stillness remained. Know this truth, my child. I was not far off. I was making you ready. What you could not see was not held back to punish you or cause delay, but for your safety and for the precise time I had planned. You were not ready before, not due to any lack of worth in you, but because carrying the weight of what I am now entrusting to you required a certain readiness, inner strength, and yielding you were still cultivating. Now your inner being is aligned. Your core has been made yielding through trials, and your trust, though tested, has remained firm. This is why this precise moment holds deep significance. The good I am bringing about now is not like the temporary ease you have known. This is enduring, timeless, and meant uniquely for you. I did not set this turning point aside for anyone else. I marked it as yours from the very beginning. It is deeply tied to who you are. It holds the answers you shed tears over, the fairness you pleaded for, the inner healing you doubted would come, and the wholeness you thought was too late to grasp. I behold the conclusion from the outset. This specific time is when I proclaimed truth over your life in the quiet. The moment you thought would never appear. That you are encountering these words is not by chance. What you are encountering confirms the season of quiet separation has concluded, and my promise's realization is now unfolding. Settle your heart and let your inner self grasp this truth. What I held hidden is now coming into view, not for the world at large, not for those who oppose you, but for you, my cherished one. The one for whom I gave myself completely. The one who stayed when you could have walked away. This is not a dream. You are not merely imagining this time. This is the set-apart unfolding of something only I could make happen, and you are experiencing it now. Now that you grasp this time was set aside specifically for you by me, I want you to understand why what felt like waiting wasn't a penalty. It was always a sacred plan. Understand this, my beloved one. During those times you cried out in frustration, wondering why there was no movement. I was diligently preparing the foundation for something beyond your imagination at that time. The time you spent waiting was not wasted. Every quiet day, every hour you felt unseen, every tear shed alone, all were part of the sacred work. I was not holding back good things to cause you pain. I was increasing your capacity to receive them without being overwhelmed. I was fostering patience within you that would lead to endurance. I was letting your inner sight mature, your spirit deepen, and your trust become firm like a solid base. You watched time passing and felt it was running short. But I do not work inside time. I work outside it, and I shape it for your good. You thought you were falling behind, but you are right where I planned you to be on your journey. I have not forgotten you for a single moment. Some things needed to leave your life so that when this good thing came, it would not have to compete for your attention. You sensed my quietness, but I was coordinating relationships, making the way clear, and closing off routes that might have steered you away from the path I set for you. I was altering the flow of events unseen, guiding individuals, resources, and even inner conditions, so that my promise to you would not break under pressure too soon. The quiet time wasn't meant to test how much you could endure, but to prepare the situation around my promise. What I am bringing forth now is more than just a solution. It is a doorway into a whole new area of favor, purpose, provision, and your very being. What is coming is not small. It is not just a different role, a new connection, a brief time of peace. What I am bringing forth will reshape your lasting impact. It will extend, to generations to come. It is the kind of shift that changes the meaning of everything that came before. The reason for the long quiet was not just preparing a good thing. I was shaping you into the kind of vessel able to hold it with honor and care. And now the time I have been looking toward, yes, I too anticipated it, has finally come. The burden from the past season is lifting, giving way to a complete sense of fulfillment you have not yet experienced. I did not let your waiting be without result. I changed it into something those against you will not grasp, and your own spirit will find hard to contain. This is not the past happening again. This is not old favor, simply used again. This is entirely new, completely fresh, and made only for you. You are not stepping into something without reason. You are stepping into something intentionally formed. And I share this good news because this thing I am bringing to you now is not something you need to earn, strive for, or be afraid of. It simply needs to be received. Therefore, receive it with trust, because your readiness is complete. And now that you grasp your readiness wasn't a penalty, I want you to perceive the hidden activity that was happening while you felt you were standing still. My child, things seemed calm on the outside, but beneath the surface, I was laying a foundation that human eyes could not see. I was not ignoring your calls. I was busy forming something detailed, something enduring, something that needed time and quiet to become solid. I wasn't rushing your answer because I was forming it carefully, step by step, stage by stage, so it wouldn't fail when difficulties come later. Every moment that felt like you were not moving was actually preparation with a purpose. I was not asking you to be idle. My request was for you to trust me fully. Sometimes you would gaze upward, wondering if I had altered my plan, but I had not. I was simply working in places you couldn't reach, in areas where your words do not go but your faith extends. I saw you in every moment you gazed upwards into the stillness, longing for a signal, even a faint whisper. But know this truth now. My quiet was not inactivity. My stillness served as holy protection for what I was preparing unseen. I was keeping you safe from noise, distractions, and lies. I understood that if you saw too early, others would try to interfere and spoil what was meant just for you. That is why I allowed it to remain hidden. I kept what was ahead hidden from you, my child, so it could be made ready without anything getting in its way. What you could not see was that I was turning aside forces you weren't aware of, clearing obstacles you didn't even know were there, and preparing hearts to welcome you. The good things were being made ready in the quiet because the world you could see wasn't stable yet. The events you witness unfolding now might appear sudden, my precious one, as if they came from nowhere. But I promise you, they were carefully built over a long time. Do not be surprised when good circumstances appear quickly. Do not question it when people you do not know offer help. When ways you thought were closed open unexpectedly. When those you have not met feel drawn to you with an urgency I have placed within them. Understand this, my beloved. These are not chance happenings. They are carefully assembled arrangements I have been quietly bringing together. I have been speaking to spirits, joining paths, making ways clear, and even moving things around to make space for what is yours. You did not miss your time, my cherished one. You did not fall short, nor were you overlooked. Instead, you were kept safe while I, with my own spirit, formed what was meant for you. And now I am bringing it into the light. What you only held in hopeful prayer is now becoming real before your eyes. Prepare to be surprised by its sense of completeness, for as you developed through quiet times, I was preparing something that would fill you with wonder. The path ahead opens not just because you are ready, but because the good things waiting for you are ready too. They needed time to become strong enough for the world where you would receive them. This is why I moved slowly on purpose. This is why you felt nothing was happening. Because the real progress was happening where you couldn't see it, where it mattered most. And now, as I begin to reveal what I have built in the stillness, you will understand that my way of working was not neglect. It was perfect. Looking back, you will be thankful for every quiet day, for you will now grasp that it wasn't just waiting. It was a holy process, a design beyond time. Listen closely now, my child, for what I will tell you will change how you see everything you have been through. The times you doubted, the periods that tried your inner strength, the opportunities that seemed lost. What you saw as a delay, I intentionally made into protection. I did not keep you from moving ahead to hurt you. I was shielding you from things you couldn't see coming. You asked for a breakthrough, but you didn't know there were dangers on the way. So I led you a different way, not to puzzle you, but to keep you secure. I allowed some things to collapse because they were not built upon my purpose. Some relationships that looked promising held hidden plans that would have harmed your way. You thought I was keeping away, but I was coming closer. My actions were not reactions. They were prepared before any difficulty appeared. Where you saw something taken away, I saw safety. You felt blocked, but I was securing the way until you had the inner strength and wisdom to go through without being harmed. If I had given you exactly what you asked for at the moment you wanted it, it would have prevented the growth of what I was building within you. So I kept you close within the space of my purpose, a place that felt small, lonely, and confusing. But it was exactly there that you changed. I did not set you aside to hurt you. I drew you near to protect the specific way I made for you. You were not held captive. You were released, made free from false winds, from harmful ties, from quick successes that would have lessened what truly matters. I guided your energy down another path so your inner strength could grow. I let the world move on without you so my voice would be clearest inside you. This did not happen by chance. It was exact. Everything you thought you didn't get was, honestly, something I never planned for you. And now, because you placed your trust in me, even when the path was unclear, I am revealing what I have safeguarded for this precise moment. The one who stands against me attempted to persuade you that too much time had gone by, that your opportunity had vanished. But he did not know I was keeping you hidden from him while I arranged everything around you. I was lining up events to happen at the right time, opening doors you didn't know were there, and speaking your name into places you hadn't yet reached. What felt like silence from me was me carrying out a perfect plan to reverse what the one who opposes me had started. This is why I encourage you. Find gladness in what didn't happen. Find gladness in what was kept from you. Find gladness in what was taken away, because by releasing it, you found me. You found more clarity. You found inner strength, and most importantly, you found peace with a future untouched by the world's troubles. You are not late. You are not falling behind. You are exactly where I planned for you to be. And the very time you felt I was gone was actually when I was closer than ever, keeping you from being seen too early, shielding you from those who would only take from you, and making sure that when good things come to you, they arrive clean, whole, and perfect. This is not something left over. This is a unique promise, held just for the one I trust, my beloved child, you. Now listen carefully, my child, for what I will tell you is important. The one who opposes me did not understand how much I cared for you. While he was occupied with creating confusion and attempting to persuade you that paths were permanently sealed, I was working unseen to undo every scheme he devised in secret. He tried to plant doubt, but I grew strength inside you, He sought to fill your path with fear, but I put strength deep inside you while you were resting. My precious one, he spoke lies when you felt weak, telling you too much damage was done, that the times you missed, the ties that broke, the mistakes from your past could not be made right. But I tell you now, I have taken hold of it. What was meant to shake your trust has become clear proof of my hand turning difficulty into purpose. I have not simply stopped the one who opposes me. I have turned his actions into steps for you to move forward. Where darkness tried to bury your path, I am raising you up to stand tall. I saw the schemes against you before they even formed. I was with you when you felt like giving up, my child. I was with you when doubt whispered, and I stamped that moment with my certainty, not your doubt. The enemy aimed at your thoughts, hoping to break your trust before the end of your journey. But I strengthened your ability to know truth from lies, expanded your capacity to endure, and opened your inner eyes. Now you clearly see what is real and what is not. That wasn't weakness. It was a battle. You weren't failing. You were learning deeply. The very things darkness used to weigh you down, I am now using to make you shine brightly. Darkness tried to keep away those I sent to walk with you, but I have brought them back with renewed guidance. It tried to seal off the ways I intended for you to pass through, but I have given you a unique way forward. What darkness thought it had taken is only hidden for a time, and now I am bringing it back, adding more than before. My work in your life now, my beloved child, is not just mending what was broken. It is adding richly and perfecting what was already good. You will not just recover what seemed lost. You will receive what I promised, multiplied beyond measure. The season is shifting completely now. The time when darkness held influence over you is ending. The time when you walk in, my strength is beginning. You do not need to strive for what is yours. I have already turned the situation around. The things that limited what you could become are now crumbling. The barriers built against my design for you are falling because of my own goodness. I have canceled the false accusations against you and restored your name to its rightful place in my eternal plan. Some people turned from you because of the lies they heard, but I will show your truth, and you will not need to defend yourself. You missed opportunities because of interference, but now, my cherished one, I will open passages that no person can close. I do not need permission to pour out my goodness upon you. I am carrying out my plan with a power that darkness cannot withstand. This is more than just returning to a former state. This is a declaration from my heavenly place. I am silencing every lie that told you you were too damaged to continue. I am removing all remaining traces of the shame darkness tried to cover you with. And I am announcing to all creation, you are moving forward, untouched by what happened, strengthened by the struggle and honored by my presence. You are not merely a victim of another's actions. You are a channel for my saving work. This turning point did not happen by chance or delay. It was set for a specific moment, and that moment is now. Now, listen closely, my child, for what I have prepared for this precise time is not vague or uncertain. It is specific to you, meant only for you, and it cannot be undone. Your presence was not random in the flow of time. It was marked within the very blueprint of a wonder I planned, a wonder held back until this exact point to be released. What I declared about your life was not just a faint hope. It was a truth that spanned all time, confirmed by my power, and set to appear when everything around you seemed confusing. In my dwelling place, there are moments set apart that cannot be missed, times holding importance far beyond what people can grasp. This is one of those moments. The atmosphere around you is changing, not because you can yet see it, but because the world you cannot see is responding to my word. You might not feel like you were invited, but you are already listed among those who receive my undeserved favor. You might not feel worthy, my beloved, but you are already accepted because of the favor I provided through giving myself. I did not base your wonder on you being perfect, but on my promise. Your missteps did not make you unfit. They prepared you more fully. Every time you felt unseen, I was writing your name more deeply into the story of making all things new. The things now set to unfold will not wait another moment, because the timing in my realm has aligned with the deep desire in your heart. I saw how long you persevered. I noted every time you gave, even when you had little. I watched you pray with trembling hands, unsure of the outcome, but trusting that in some way I would step in. That kind of trust can move what seems impossible, and now it is bringing about wonders. The release has been granted, not because you forced your way, but because you remained when it would have been easy to leave. I do not forget that kind of steadfastness. The actions you took that seemed to have no effect were actually building something hidden. And now, because you remained faithful to me, you will witness the outcome. My child, I am not making up your life story as we go. I am bringing it to its planned completion. This exact time was set ages before the world began, and nothing on earth can undo what I have confirmed. Not what others think, not the threats from darkness, not the passing of the hours. You are not behind schedule. You were not overlooked. You are arriving exactly when the wonder your innermost being has yearned for is ready. The quiet certainty within you that something was approaching was not just a thought. It was a signal from me. The deep pain you have felt is now meeting with great joy. Your name holds great significance in my presence, not because of your status, but because you yielded to me. And now the planned wonder meant for you is coming with perfect timing from me. You will not need to chase after it. It will find you. You will not need to force it into being. It will reveal itself smoothly, wonderfully, clearly. I am aligning circumstances, preparing hearts, changing environments, and removing hindrances all at once. This is to ensure that when this wonder arrives, it finds you whole, hopeful, and ready to receive it rightly. Nothing about this is by chance. This is a moment of fulfillment. This is the time when the story of your life turns toward great blessing, and everything that felt held back will begin to flow freely. Prepare yourself to step into the fullness of something that human understanding cannot grasp on its own, but only through my unmerited favor. This is because my realm has called out your name, and the wonder has already been sent forth from me. My child, you have stayed and received these words, a testament to the hunger I placed within you. You are one whose spirit leans in when I speak. Understand, this moment of unfolding is not the end of my speaking, but the beginning of a new depth of revelation and assignment for those who hear my voice now. This season requires your attentive heart. I call you to remain receptive, to anchor yourself in the truths I have unveiled. Let the weight of this message settle, my beloved one. Return to it. Let it resonate again in the quiet places of your soul. By allowing this truth to root deeply, you solidify the foundation for the greater things I am preparing to reveal. Your faithfulness in receiving prepares you to carry the next wave of my favor and purpose. Express your heart's agreement with this message, not just in word, but in the posture of your spirit. Share this message with those who need to hear, for their breakthrough is often connected to your obedience. This devoted attention honors me and secures the peace and clarity your spirit craves. You are not alone in this journey. You are part of my faithful remnant, those who recognize the hour and respond to my call. Know this: I have more to say, more to show you, more to release into your life. Remain connected to my voice. Receive the next message I have prepared for you. My presence is your constant covering. Walk in the certainty of my love, shielded by my perfect plan. The peace I give you remains.